Like, I don't understand. I tend to feel you guys think having sex or sex is all about the penetration.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, it's not about penetration, Waka.
Hey, Amara.
No matter what.
Yeah,
so
sex
guys,
penetration.
there's foreplay. Foreplay is part of sex. Foreplay is sex. You can but there's oral sex again.
But
We can have
penetration is
Look, I'm still talking. I'm still talking. We can have oral sex,
but eventually,
and get satisfied.
Yes,
we can. And ask her like a Joe, he does that. Let him not fool you. He does that. Why
no, but why I know, I do agree, but penetration is
oh, so does it mean you don't like it?
No, I do. Remember, I'm an expert, man. I'm an expert. I'm an expert. Okay.
So oral sex, we can have oral sex and not. Stop it. Sorry. We can have oral sex and then get satisfied from that. Not it's won't penetrate, man. It's won't penetrate. When are you guys thinking? You think when we have sex, it means there has to be a penetration. There has always been it's not like that.
And you are correct. It's not only about that. I believe that sex starts a day before. I'll just put it that way. But what I'm trying to say is that sex starts hours before sex. Especially you ladies, research says you need to be aroused as early as possible. For now, as long as but for now, we are told that we need to go from step 1 to step 4 and all that and amarella. Hey, la processing man. That means you must go there. And when I touch you, I must go there.
Why? Remember, like guys, a V. Should I call it loud? A V. Yeah. A V is very sensitive. It's very sensitive, guys, and one needs to be fully aroused. One needs to be totally wet in order for the penetration to happen. So if just kissing you another 2 seconds, then after whippy. The next thing, immediately after penetration, you want morning after sex. I mean, morning glow. I want you to say morning glow. Then you morning glow. We come along morning glow. Vagina ifusha. Ifusha kapiki this skin sauce jam because when you wanted to penetrate. Yes, I'm not saying you should foreplay us like almost every day or every time when we have sex, but there are moments where I need you to foreplay me first. To foreplay me first. Yes, to cuddle me. Tell me that you love me. Kiss me from top to bottom. Lick me from top to bottom, my darling. Yes. And then
let's have
So, but there are moments where I just feel no, the foreplay, it won't sing Jaganako. All I want is the baby. I want the baby. I want the vindication. I want the vindication. But that's from in the morning again. We talk about it. Go WhatsApp. You send me a text. Yeah, we pray each other or very immediately.
So you must And there's this thing that I always talk about, especially as guys. We tend to I have also seen this that because I do a lot of research. You know, most of the treatment that you get comes from research and implementation.
Oh, really? You're doing a very good job. Wow.
Thank you, babe. So I've learned somewhere that most guys, I thought you'd mention it, but it's fine, are too focused on techniques and they are numerous. In the bedroom, like we're more focused on rounds to say.
Oh,
and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is reflected that most guys are more interested in numbers. So guys, numbers are not important. And this can also be applied to ladies. Numbers are not important. What is important is are you having the connection and the level of satisfaction that you have? Because sometimes you may label your relationship as passive, not active anymore, because you don't see those 4 rounds anymore. And you start to doubt the relationship, you start to doubt the sex itself, because you were interested in numbers rather than satisfying each other. And I think that to have the best sex, you need to satisfy yourself. Yes. I need to satisfy myself.
Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Please, can I please emphasize on that on that point? Like, I don't know, maybe I don't know if it happens to you guys now. Women, us as women, we tend to feel like we are not having sex for ourselves. Like we're not having sex to satisfy ourselves. We are having sex to satisfy, you guys. As long as you guys are happy, then it means we are also happy. We tend to forget that I need to be happy first before I could make you happy. I need to be satisfied first before I satisfy you. Like it has to start with me. Hence we find many women, because many women are saying that they don't like sex, they don't like having sex, and I'm still trying to understand the reasons why they are saying that they do not enjoy having sex. And one of the reasons that I got while doing research, it was because we tend to label sex. We tend to make sex about men. We tend to make sex about men.
Sex should be about all partners.
It should be about...
It should be about me, it should be about you.
Yes.
And in the process of satisfying me, I'm satisfying you.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Yes.
And what I wanted to share is that the mistake that we are making, because sometimes as guys talk, we talk about this, that we are more interested into numbers to say, hey, we talk 3 every day, we talk 4 every day. And
once they use 3, then I'm this in one of those, in any of those rounds, I didn't even reach my orgasm. So then what would be the use?
No, but the point that we're raising is that you're focusing more on numbers and you forget that kind of there has to be satisfaction.
Yes,
but when we count rounds, we count who? Do we count a lady? No, normally we count a guy.
Yes.
And it's nice for us, but in our discussion, because our discussions are mostly generalized, we even say sometimes you feel like using a condom, it's not possible because you're interested in numbers. It's out of the context. Like I'm saying, we discussed this out of remember, it's not part of the sex and but what I'm trying to say is you get to be exposed to illnesses. Because a lot of infections, because you want to make more. Remember, condom will block you sometimes. It will block you. You feel like, no, I'm not yet there. So for you to complete rounds, it means what? You must take care of You get
Oh
it?
yeah.
So if you're more interested in numbers, you are exposed to a lot of things. You're killing your relationship. You're killing everything. If you're irresponsible, you're likely to get infected with this sexually transmitted disease. So my point is that don't be interested in numbers. Be interested in satisfying yourself and your partner. Because if you categorize sex into that, you are likely to enjoy the intimate. You love being close to your person.
Yes. You'd always
The
want
ass
them around.
scraping, yes, and all those because
Rabbit. Okay, I think we'll get to that when we talk about how to keep the fire burning, the sexual fire burning and all that. We will get to that. So now I want to address it before I forget. I want to address this. Guys have a tendency of asking us if they want to come, during the intercourse. Now I'm here, what's a king? What's a king? I'm seeing my small heaven. I'm seeing what Abraham what's a king?
yeah.
And then you come and tell me and ask me, can I come? For what?
Yeah.
Why do you have to ask me that?
It's you who just advised
No, that's
us
a total turn off. That is you turn off, turn off. It's a total turn off. Because
but remember, it's not, we just said it's not about me. So it's about you as well.
But no, asking me that.
So should I just come?
That you no. Listen. No, listen. You asking me, you can come. I have a lot of things in my mind. I'm like thinking, am I boring you?
Oh.
Am I boring you? Am I not nice? And are we not connected that much? Like, why do you ask me that you have to come? So you like the best way of dealing with that. We are having an intercourse. We are having sex, and during the sex, man, man, through the reflection. Through the reaction.
Let me be honest. Sometimes when we ask if we can come, it's when we feel that we're already here, like we're knocking. So we want your approval to say, is it the right time for me, Vele, to go out, or should I try other means to delay it? That's honest truth that I can give you.
Oh, but honestly, it's a turn off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a turn off. Trust me, because I'm like thinking, maybe you're not enjoying me. Maybe maybe you're not into this. Maybe you're not into
maybe
this.
I'm a
maybe you're
numerist.
doing this. Yes. No. And
but as far as I know, they're saying first round kabanna, second round kabasad.
Yes.
Your view?
It depends. It depends. Okay. Okay, like in Naloena, obviously we take time, seeing each other. So obviously for me, first round it's a warm up. For me, first round it's a warm up. So that is why, like, I don't even consider it as a round.
I pay Lynn.
So I do not even consider it as a round. So I value that one. It's out. It's out. So how was the round? It it depends. And then maybe because sex is not about the number of rounds. Not about how many times you do it. I'm gonna talk about, say, maybe you came the Friday and then maybe you spend a week with me. So and then maybe we have sex. We're having sex. So I guess there will be points where we'll just do one round and be satisfied. you know, and be satisfied and all that. Reach orgasm ya kalwena, reach orgasm ya reba sharp, reba satisfied. So that is why it depends.
This also brings me to a common question. Okay, not common per se, but someone once asked, do married people have sex every day?
Well,
is it advisable to say they have to have sex every day?
Okay, it depends. It depends on the there are freaks out there. Yes, I'm a freak, but there are freaks out there. There are people who are addicted, you know, who are addicted to sex. So and they are okay with it. They are okay with it. Their partners are okay with it and all that. It's a great addiction. Oh my god, it goes to the extreme to some. So it's actually a disorder. That one. It's a disorder.
So basically,
so like. For me, I don't think sex every day. No. It's just not possible.
My view is that sex is a mood exercise.
Yes.
And if you need to be, let me use this concept, man. You need to be cajoled to do sex. You need to be persuaded. And
why really cajole from the beginning? Persuade alone.
So you need to be persuaded. That's what I was saying. It has to start early. You need to be persuaded to. Yes, you can be persuaded every day to do sex, but the reality is that the level, the intensity of it, if you're doing it every day, it will change. Well, like DJ Fresh.
I'm still asking myself how he does it. I'm like, how do you go to when the only thing you're thinking is having sex?
No. The thing is, if you are doing it every day, it takes us back to why are you doing it? You know, are you possessed with it? You know, are you at that extreme addiction you're talking about? There's nothing wrong if you are addicted and I'm addicted. I mean, it's part of why we are also together.
Yeah, as long as we're not going outside, as long as we
keep within
the
answering to that, in my own perspective, you can't do it every day.
But some can.
No, I understand. That's what I'm saying. You can, you know, especially if it's a mutual thing. We both agree and we like it that way. You can do every day. But to a certain extent, that's going to lapse. And the moment it lapses, then it goes back to the question, are you doing it every day? Because obviously you can't. And in our sense, it's so impossible because going back to that Facebook question, whether we do it and go to church, how do we balance that? So we can't do it every day because you need to do church-related things and you still need to satisfy each other.
Yeah, but and just to add on that, you know, couples vary. And individuals vary in the relationship. So chances are that when you like it more than I do. So if when you like it more than I do, you need to make me like it. And you want to do it right. You need to make me like it. You need to make me want to do it. It takes us back to
the communication,
getting
to know each other
more. The romantic getaways, my darling. Take me out from the date. Because I imagine the flower chatting. Guys, please go back and regularly. The flower chatting.
Never.
Buy me those flowers. So yeah. I can sort of buy rickshaw. I can't buy rickshaw bank. So like those romantic getaways. Just you like saying familiarity brings content.
Yeah.
Right. So if you feel if whenever I rata and then yes, but I don't like doing it every day. There are There are cases where I just don't want you to touch me, or I don't want I don't want to have sex, but you can make me want to.
Yeah.
You don't force me. Don't force me. I need to give consent, obviously.
Okay.
But you just need to make me want it. And the only way I want to it's just those romantic getaways. Those beautiful texts. Imagine good mmerokong wa tsa keng ke bereka ke le busy ka case ya mang. Then I get a text to say, oh, tonight, darling.
Kora komana wa o dra je beli e tsaro o lo kwa rama kwatsi o re baba we
baba we
dala ndra bolo wa re ba wa bola dala ndra bolo. Guys, we are coming towards the end of our talk show, and before we conclude the talk show, we want to share with you some recommendations. We want to share with you some solutions. She already started, but we just want to add here and there and say this is how we do it, and we're just going to share what we do. Maybe it can also work best for us. The first
Number
thing is
one. Number one, normalize flirting. Flirting with your partner, not with anyone else, or not with those manga guys, not the male besties. Not the male besties. Normalize flirting with your partner. So most couples tend to feel flirting is in the honeymoon stage. When you're still starting, that's where you need to keep it burning. And then as soon as you're no longer flirting, text you but ya reach na or ke gopela tšhelete ya gore o ngwana o dira eng we're no longer flirting. It's like every time I get a text I know you're going to tell me about household thing and whatnot. So normalize flirting with your partner.
The second one is like we spoke highly about communication. You need to find the best way, the best tone, the best approach to talk about the things that are not working out for your relationship. But here's the tip. Don't start with the negatives. Start with the positives. Highlight the important things that they are good at, and even how you address. Don't criticize. Be constructive. Talk about it in a nice way. Find a proper space. I think, in my understanding, you don't have to say it immediately after had sex.
You need a mood breaker.
You need to create your own space where you'll be able to open up about it, compliment where possible, and also try to say, this is what I think we can do, rather than labeling it on him. To say, I think these are the things that you need to do. Try to take ownership of the mistakes.
Use the we and us words, that I think we should do this, I think we should do that. I felt we were not enjoying when we were doing this. So it doesn't kill someone's mood. It doesn't appear to be a criticism from another angle, because you are using we. So a person would see, okay, I'm not the only one. Yes, I'm not the only one.
Remember, sex it's a mutual thing. It's a dual thing. You do with your partner. So that's why, whether it's a good sex or a bad sex, you must take responsibility. So don't blame it on one. So the other thing that maybe the mistake that I forgot to mention, especially during sex, is women calling you to do it hard. Huh? Why? Why should I go harder? Because I thought I'm harder. So, okay, my point. No, my recommendation is that you need to have an appealing language. you know.
Oh yeah.
You need to motivate. You need to sit down and talk about what you want, how you want it. And the key recommendation we're making from this is that to have the best sex, you need to watch porn together.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
You need to watch it together. Not watch and act right at the same time. Watch and learn, then you will act after.
But sometimes you just,
No, I understand where you're going. For getting some form of motivation to turn someone on. But I'm speaking about watching with an intention to learn. I remember this joke wherein they're saying a lady and a wife and a husband, they were fighting over a remote and on what channel to look at to watch. So the man wanted to watch Derby, Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates play. So the lady was like, no, I don't think we need to watch soccer. At least let's watch porn because you are good at soccer. You're good at playing soccer. Yo. So so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to go and watch it with an intention to learn and explore things and perhaps even go beyond that. Because it helps.
We watch it. We watch it and we love it.
And it helps.
We love watching. It helps. It helps with learning new styles, new techniques of how to do it.
Doing beyond.
Exploring. Exploring more styles, exploring more ways of doing it.
And open up about it, because
it's opening up about
sometimes
it,
obviously I wouldn't know much about what entices you, what arouses you.
But through watching porn,
and
I will
talking,
tell you, babe, hi, next time I
this is what does.
So it helps. It helps. It has improved our sexual life, and we love it. We love it so much, and we're not shy about it. We watch it. We watch it a lot. We're not shy about it. We recommend it to people, obviously, who would love watching it, or who would be interested in watching it. Mind you, this is our own views, with regards to, all around this topic. This is our own views. So everyone is subject
about this. Then we teach each other. You share your experiences, your strategies.
We'd love to learn more from
and
you.
And also, of course, we want to learn how. What works for them. And this is what works for us. But what is important, key, is that you need to communicate. You need to encourage each other. You need to know each other, because sometimes you do things knowing that you're doing them right, you're doing them wrong because you don't talk about them. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are cutting this off. This brings us to the end of the session.
How so fast?
And all together.
Guys, do not forget to subscribe for more. And when you've subscribed again, just click on the notification button so you could get updates on our new posts.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Just leave your comments, leave questions from the comment section.
Then when
we have time, we'll check them, and we will do another video if you suggest that we do another video with regards to the same topic. So we're done. We hope you enjoyed our session? Which session? Our
sex and intimacy.
Hot session.
Quite interesting. We really enjoyed sharing our experiences, and we hope we'll build thereof. Have a nice day and night.
Have a beautiful
and enjoy each other, man. Sexy man.
Enjoy each other, man.
Leo mana, man. Mas low. Low mau. Ciao. Guys, careful.
Marada, gumuga sifata kurusa. Dandari kamele beji controla. Andi seja metakataka. Andi seja metakanda beliataka.